A few years ago, I found myself completely burned out from work. It did not take me a lot of time to completely burn myself out, but it did take me a lot of time to recover. I had no idea what boundaries looked like. I would never say no to the extra work or to the extra hours. I would do the extra mile every single day. There would be days that I would have to stay up later and I will end up canceling going to the gym, to the supermarket, go see my friends. So I was prioritizing work over everything, over my relationship with myself, over my own health. And at some point I thought that I just need a vacation and everything will go back to normal. Like I just need a few days off. And I took those days off. And at some point my phone rang and it was from work. They were asking me to just log in for a few hours just to help to get something done. And I did. I had brought the laptop with me during my vacation and I did log in and I did the work. And I remember that after I emailed the task and everything was done, I closed my laptop and I just sobbed. I couldn't stop crying. I was feeling that I was betraying every part of my body that was screaming, I need a break. What I realized is that I was chasing this moment of congratulations, bravo, this is amazing analysis, which did have an impact, but it had an impact that lasted for a few seconds. I was feeling the adrenaline, I was feeling amazing, and then all of a sudden that disappeared and I was like, okay, what do we do next? The whole road leading up to that bravo moment was awful. And then that bravo moment lasted a few seconds. So I would spend days, weeks, or sometimes even months just to feel a 30-second adrenaline spike of the bravo, then go down and do it all over again. And at some point I said to myself, is it worth it? I mean, what am I doing here? I am literally torturing myself just to hear you're good enough. You don't already know you're good enough? You need someone else from work that they don't even know your personality as a whole to tell you you did a good job for that specific analysis? Who fucking cares? I'm not saying it's bad to do good on your work, but relying on that validation to feed all of this tiredness and exhaustion just to hear a bravo, I don't think that's healthy. It's not easy when you tend to be a perfectionist to learn that being average is really, really good and it's even healthy. Because what I realized is that I was the one deciding to be a perfectionist just at work. All of the other areas in my life, they were completely falling apart. I was really bad at being a friend. I was really bad at taking care of myself. I was really bad at being a sister, a daughter, a girlfriend. I was simply focusing on being perfect at work, and all of my other roles had completely failed. I know I did it, and that get me completely burned out. And getting out of burnout, it's not something easy. I definitely had to do a lot of therapy. I definitely had to learn to put boundaries. I definitely had to learn how to say no, which was not easy because when you get people used to the fact that you're always doing the extra mile, once that changes, people start to perceive you a little bit differently because people, we are creatures of habit. So if someone gets used to the fact that you're always saying yes, you're always there to do the analysis, then when that changes, there's definitely going to be a moment of them being like, what the heck? And that's when you have to do the work, because as someone relying to other people's opinion to define my own worthiness, it's very hard to let people down and to see that other people see that you're changing. Because maybe they don't perceive it as good, maybe they perceive it as laziness, maybe they perceive it as weakness. You don't really know and you cannot really control what other people will think and how others will perceive that change. And that's where the work needs to happen. You shouldn't care. You just have to focus on you and respecting your boundaries. Respecting that after 5:30, there's no work that gets done from your end. That you're there from 9 to 5, 9 to 5:30, whatever your schedule is, and then you're gone. You have a life. You have to take care of your body. You have to take care of your health. you have to see your friends, you have to socialize, you need to have a life. Just working, it's not a life that I want. So sometimes when I look back and I remember what happened, I see such a different person of me going through that. I have evolved so much, and now I cannot even imagine me being there and doing that again, because I respect myself so freaking much. I was born enough. It took me a long time to get to that realization. You are born enough. Let's just throw that thing away and appreciate and love who we are as a person, and not lean on external validation for our own worthiness. So this is what I wanted to share. I believe other people have similar stories. Maybe you have been burned out in the past, and I am really, really sorry if that has been your experience. But this video is meant to document the progress and prove that a person can get to the other side of the river. And I think that can be applied in all other aspects of our life. So let this be a reminder to me, you, and everybody that yes, we can get to the other side of the river, but we need to put the work. And so that's it. That's what I wanted to share. Another personal video. See you in the next one. As always, take care and bye-bye.